What is up, guys? It's Mr.StealUrGurl coming at you with another Supreme Commander 2 cast. But before that, I have to say something. I have to say, welcome back, Alpha Hex, to the world of YouTube, because you're awesome, and you make really great tutorial videos because you are one of the best players in the game right now, and people should definitely, most definitely listen to what you have to say. And if you think your videos have hesitation words, that's okay, because we all start somewhere, first of all, and second of all, you're teaching. Teaching, sometimes you got to think about the right way to say things. Sometimes you're going to be, or you might have been like, well, actually I meant this, or you got to clarify things. That's how teaching works, and it is totally okay to do that. So work on it and be confident with it, because I swear to you, Mr. Alpha Hex, you have what it takes to make high quality YouTube content, because you already have done it and you will continue to do it. So guys, check out his video. It's basically number one, but not a it's a funny play on him making fun of himself, I think, but I like it because basically he's teaching you how to play the game, basically, and well, it also refers to the person learning, because they're like and they're learning how to expand, about time travel and expansion. I don't understand the time travel thing. Maybe I missed a joke, but again, it's an hour-long video. If you guys have the time to sit through it and watch it all, which I highly recommend, do it. But if you can't, and YouTube doesn't bookmark things, it may or may not. Sometimes YouTube bookmarks long things for me, but sometimes it doesn't. I suggest playing it for a while. Look at that classy intro. Very classy. But anyhow, play it for a little while and write down the number. You know what I mean? You play it for a bit and be like, all right, that is 11:35 is where I'm stopping. I write that down and come back to it. So anyhow, I already hit him up and told him it is a great video that everybody should watch if you are learning. So anyhow, yeah, check him out, like that video, subscribe to his channel, and be sure to leave him nice comments, because everybody likes nice comments. And you know what? He needs motivation to do more. I want to see more from the guy. Hopefully the community does as well. So anyhow, check out his video. I'll probably link it down below if I remember. Sorry, Alpha X. I've been sick lately, so give me a break. So anyhow, we're going to now cast a video. So thank you for sitting through all this stuff. So it's a loading screen. I know we all hate it, but I love talking through it because it's really helpful. So check out his video. And guys, I've been sick the last few, this week I was pretty sick, so I'm going to pause and talk about that. Sorry guys, I know you hate waiting for the game, but I have to talk. I've been ill. I got like really nasty flu or gastroenteritis or some sort of disgusting thing that caused me to vomit all night long. I was sick for a good 3 days. Then I got my mom sick. Had to take days off work. So today is Saturday, and tomorrow is usually when I post videos, Sundays. So this video is coming very late. For me, at least. I like to get it done a couple days in advance. So I'm sorry for that. And sorry for being late last week. Again, I was sick on last Saturday, vomiting everywhere. And on Sunday, I was sleeping all day. And Monday, I barely posted that video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I was sick as heck. That's why my comments on those videos were probably not so great. So I'm very, very tired. I'm very, very sorry. So anyhow, guys, on with this match. Thanks for listening to me. And I appreciate all of the replays that were sent to me also. You guys have been great, supportive community, and you're keeping it alive. And thanks to Kale, who is modding Bad Boys this game out, modding it out, making new maps for us, pretty much making the new DLC for the game. Pretty much our new developer for Supreme Commander 2, keeping it alive. So great job, Kale. You're really saving this community. And to Alpha X for making videos on how to be better at this game. So really, we got a great community. And also all the great players I got, No Desire and Hope, Matar, I mean, you name it, great guys. Discords, get involved, guys. I got one Discord down below in the description. Definitely hit it up and get involved. So I'm hitting that play button. The map is the iconic Open Palms. How many videos do I have I made on Open Palms? It is, I don't even know. It's an astronomical number, but games on Open Palms are usually the best. So if Kale can make a map that is like Open Palms, I would really like that because, dude, another Open Palms would be amazing. And holy crud, look who we have here. We got the one, the only Polarbearz. He is spawning in as his normal orange UEF commander, forgetting the cap and mass extractor. Or maybe he was like, you know what? I need to get out air faster than my opponent. So there is an air factory pumping out nothing? Is it building? Yeah, it's building. So anyhow, he's getting eco, and he went for an early air factory to scout what his opponent is doing. And his opponent is Hope, spawning in as the white Cybern Commander, getting out a Gemini before a Wasp comes out. So we all know Geminis have a little bit more HP. Oh, it's an Eagle Eye. That's going to probably get the scout off, but it's not going to live for very long. So both teams are scouting. What is Hope doing? Hope is looking to go back and take that Eagle Eye out. Kind of, I don't know if I agree with that move. I mean, look how slow that bad boy moves. Hot Hollow Point says replays start off at -1 when it's at 0 game speed. So that's kind of interesting. So +1 game speed is actually in this, in the theater mode here. +1 is actually normal mode, which is kind of strange. So +2 right now is only +1. And again, guys, I do not like any +1 or +2 gameplays. Do not send me those. I do not like them. Tournament rules only. Play at normal speed. Play with no restrictions, and no water on the map, unless it's a mirror match. Then it's all no holds bar. It's all good. So yeah, those are my major rules. And no exploits or cheating, no mass glitches. We've seen people do that in the past, and nobody likes a cheater. So a bombing run goes off, attacking the engineer, not killing it. Kind of a missed opportunity there. And it's being healed up by Polarbearz. And that poor little Eagle Eye is no longer with us. So we got Polarbearz with 2 land factories, pumping out meteors, getting there in the center. That engineer is getting a heavy anti-air tower. A very nicely done move there for an opponent that is definitely going hard air. Like, this is the way to counter that. Push in, get up in their grill as soon as you can. Now, the AA on your factory should be able to cover as much as possible. Now, an AA tower right there is a fantastic idea. Now, this push has been delayed by that AA tower, of course, but this AA tower is necessary. It is necessary to, it'll protect a pretty good amount of space right here. Now, a Hope is not going to want to attack in because this air factory may not be air factory AA may not be the strongest, but it will definitely kill a lot of planes. And planes, not in high numbers, don't do a whole lot of damage. So Alpha Hex, oh, not Alpha Hex. I've been talking about Alpha Hex too much because of that great video that he made, and I highly suggest you check it out. I'm sorry about that. So anyhow, Hope has switched to land, not switched to land, but has gone land also because there's AA. There's still AA. There's still air in the skies being produced. They're also being produced. So anyhow, guys, I mentioned I was sick. I'm tired. Like I said, I was up all night vomiting, and it still takes effect for several days afterward. I'm feeling a whole lot better, but dude, I'm telling you that it was painful, and like I had nothing left to give. Let me just put it that way. And my body was like, it forced more out. So anyhow, enough about that. I don't want to talk and gross viewers out. So we got some OP P shields coming into the mix. as the commanders shoot at each other. That's a little less intimate. It's a little more intense. It's intimate when commanders repair each other, and it's a lot more violent. It's a lot like domestic abuse going on when commanders shoot at each other. Now, a point defense. Now, that would be really great if Polarbearz could put the shields just in line to protect it. Ooh, very nicely done there by Polarbearz. Now that is a top play, I must tell you. It'd be really great to get a factory right there in the factory shield to defend that. This will be a very strong position if, ooh, a mass extractor down. Now, the factory TML from Hope's factories are going after that heavy anti-air tower, and it is taking such a long time to even put any damage on it. Now, moving up is not the wisest decision there with that point defense there, but never mind. It was a great decision. I'm sorry, Polarbearz. Do not underestimate the Polarbearz. Like I said, he's one of the best players in the game. He's been playing for a super long time. And some of you got youngsters to the game may not know who he is, but I'll tell you what, he dominated the game way back when. He and Nuclear Pizza, Demonic Squirrel, all the MM guys were definitely on top of the world. Like, there is no doubt about it. There is no denying their power. Now, Polarbearz might want to expand. It'd be wise to get an expansion around back or onto the sides while he's keeping his opponent contained, because it looks as if Hope has actually surpassed him in the mass game here. He may have lost the mass extractor here, not a huge deal, but he has several back here that will not be contested because Hope has air. Hope has air, and units will not want to go back here. If this whole massive army goes back here, it would destroy the mass extractors, but it will leave this front position here vulnerable, and that is not a good idea. So Alphax told me that the community gives me a crappy time for calling adapters loyalists, and that's totally okay. They don't give me a crappy time, but they joke about it, and that is okay because I do it a lot, and if it makes you guys laugh, that's great and funny, and that's a meme for the community you guys are welcome to have. I think that is fantastic, and that means you guys definitely check out my content, and you find it interesting enough to even make fun of. So thank you for that, and I'm not being sarcastic because I think that's awesome that I call the adapters loyalists. But I'm going to try not to do that this game, but I could bet you $1 million I'm going to do it at least once. Well, I'm not going to bet you $1 million. You're not getting a penny out of me even if I don't do it. So very good move there by Hope. Look at this. Hope is bringing in an engineer to build up mass. See, that's what you want to do. When your opponent thinks they got you cornered, send an engineer along the sides out of reach of their radar. Now, this is a massive battle right here. Now, an energy generator goes down. Point defense have gone down. Now, this air tower is a bit out of place, but it will do work if that fleet of Gemini decides to fly over again. That will do some massive damage. There's 3 anti-air towers and probably some anti-air on these factories. Are there? Maybe not. I don't see any anti-air, but I do see a radar, which increases the vision as well on the factory, believe it or not. So vision is increased on this factory right here. So this is a very, this factory right here is a high priority target. It's got radar and vision. The radar isn't great. It probably sees to about here, which is very useful, but the vision probably goes to about right up to Hope's doorstep. So that's really, really good. Now, oh my gosh. Hope is a butthead. Taking an energy generator. Now, definitely would rather get a mass extractor. And look, guys, this is happening to one of the best players in the game, Polarbearz. That is outrageous. Oh! Not ideal for Polarbearz. Unit detonate is one of Cybern's strongest tools there. That was a huge loss there for Polar Bears. Polar Bears, if I were Polar Bears right now, I would consider pulling back my commander and building up some mass. Oh my goodness, this is happening. This is happening. 2 energy generators, and don't take the mass. Oh my goodness, the mass extractor got taken. Now, I would be super impressed if this engineer could go and take that air factory. If that engineer gets this point defense done, why? That was not needed. That would be deadly. Now, a factory going farther back for Hope. Smart move. Now, smart move there by Polar Bear sucking up that delicious yummy mass from that that heavy anti-air tower. Now, oh man, that didn't do a whole lot of work, but that's a big loss there for Polar Bears. Most of his starting energy, he's got one energy generator right here, is gone. So he has to rely on these energy generators right up there, which are subject to being popped. Now, these air units could definitely take out that mass extractor and move on out. Is it going to happen? No, it's going for the heavy air tower. Not a bad target whatsoever. Now, right here, we got a whole bunch of adapters, not loyalists, shooting down some mobile missiles. Very, very good move there, getting a bunch of adapters. My goodness, I thought I almost called them loyalists. Whew, I'm kind of self-conscious here. Totally joking. I don't care. Here we go. Is that going to hit? Oh, a couple more will definitely do it. Now, this is a wise decision, also getting a bunch of P-shields. These P-shields are very strong. Adapters are very strong. So if Polar Bears went overcharge, he'd have to wait until these adapter shields are down. Now, I like what Hope is doing, continually building factories, even a little bit farther away. Now, we got a research station going down. Not a bad thing. That mass extractor has been overkilled, and I like that it was overkilled because this is an enemy territory. This will no longer get the benefit of taking half a time build and costing half resources. It will be full cost. And an engineer got killed too. That is a smart move. Taking out the enemy engineers in a game like this is a smart move. What I mean by a game like this, where your enemy is focused all up front. Now you take out their build capacity and back, it's going to make it difficult for them to continue resupplying. Oh my goodness, we got some suicide bombers coming in. They're rushing into the army of Polar Bears, and boom! A massive explosion takes out most of Polar Bear's army. That was a huge explosion. Now, Polar Bears, to counter this, might want to spec into afterburners, or he might want to keep his army here, get his commander out, build up some eco, and get Fat Boys. Fat Boys would make this area here fall very quickly. Fat Boys would not be a bad idea. Another thing might be a good idea is getting a bunch of artillery. That would make it very difficult for their opponents to push through. Another mass extractor down would make it very difficult for the enemy to push through here. Now, Polar Bears is clearly worried about air. He has 4 heavy air towers, which I think might be overkill, but it is definitely going to do some good when his opponent tries to fly over. Now, that was a large number of meteors. That is so many meteors. Now, if these meteors could get pulled off and pushed over here, they could be extremely deadly. They could do... Oh, a factory goes down! Now, Hope does not want to lose factories. Now, Polar Bears is splitting, but Hope splits as well. And it takes out 3 engineers. See, those are 2 high-level high-level motions right there. Now, Polar Bear split. The split was to mitigate damage to the blob of meteors. And the split for Hope's Geminis was to maximize damage. So the mitigation only had 3 die. If that hit the blob with that spread, that could have taken out 10, at least 10. And 3 is a very good, that was a healthy loss compared to at least 30. I mean, 10. You know what I mean? So a factory was lost by Polar Bears. Not a huge deal, but here's a huge deal coming down on the field. We got 2 land gantries. Now, it looks as if Hope has more attacking units. Oh my goodness, Polar Bears just lost a large number of units. Losing that second factory is a big deal. Was that the one with the... Oh my goodness. The very important factory is under attack now. Not okay for Polar Bears. Polar Bears is going to lose it, and down it goes. Unfortunate for Polar Bears. Polar Bears definitely might want to get out of here. Just back up, take his commander, take his army, and just cut his losses here. Is that an overcharge? Overcharge being done, but doing very, very little damage because of the adapter shield. The adapter shield absorbed that overcharge blast. Now, that is very powerful because overcharge could have destroyed that entire army. No problem. Not a problem at all. Maybe not the entire army, but at least it would have definitely wrecked a whole lot of it. Now, Polar Bears I think has committed a little too much and is continuing to commit a little too much here. Jump jets, and boom, less army taken out there, but that factory is gone again. Oh my goodness, right in the middle of the army, and oh, here it comes. Oh! Polar Bears is suddenly looking quite lonely right there in enemy territory. This is definitely enemy territory. It is, or at least contested territory. Now, I don't know what Polar Bears is thinking he's doing, pushing his commander up like that. That commander is taking massive damage. Now he's going to wish... Now, maybe he needed more anti-air towers. He is down to sub 600. Oh, down goes Polar Bear. Polar Bear is ejected from the game. Very well played there by Polar Bears, and even more so well played by Hope. Hope got a megalith out there at the last second. That would have annihilated Polar Bears anyway, so that minor experimental would have definitely changed the game no matter what was going on there. So very well played there. Now, and this is one lesson that could be learned by anybody and everybody. Do not super commit to a large push if it is not working. Sometimes you got to back up and abandon it and be like, okay, that didn't work out. Pull back, rebuild, and fight again. Because if you overcommit here, you're not expanding. If you're not expanding, you're losing. Now, Hope wasn't able to expand that much, but he did get more mass extractors than his opponent, so he was wealthier. And Hope was able to somehow capture some energy generators and take out at least one right here. And that really hurt Polar Bears because Polar Bears was suddenly having power issues. Maybe he didn't have power issues, but it caused him to build energy generators on the front lines. And energy generators on the front lines do not last long if anything happens to them. So guys, definitely take that into consideration if you ever fight somebody like Hope. And heck, good luck to if you take on someone like Polar Bears or Hope, because they are, again, some of the best players in the game. So don't think Polar Bears overcommitting of that frontal base means he's a bad player. I swear to you, he is not bad. He is one of the best. And I'm telling you guys, even though he lost this match, it was not an easy victory for Hope. I'm telling you that right now. Polar Bears doesn't play as much as he used to, but back in his heyday, he he was almost one of the kings. He and Nuclear Pizza were kings. Like there's no doubt about that in my mind whatsoever. So definitely respect him if you play against him in a match. And definitely respect someone like Hope, Unknown Desire, Alpha Hex, Matar, and Osmos I hear is getting even really good. So respect these people. They are scary good, and they will beat the living heck out of you. I promise you, if you are not careful. If you are up and coming and getting good, be wary and play your best and think because these guys will take you out. So there's our winner. We got Hope here. Thank you for sending in the replay, Hope. It was an awesome match. I really liked how back and forth it was. There was no clear winner, but it looked like Polarbearz had Hope on the back foot most of the game, but Hope was able to get resources despite being bottlenecked or locked in for most of the match. And that is really why you commit to things like that. You commit to blockading your enemy in so you can expand and they can't. So that's the real point of that. So if Polarbearz were to do this again, I bet you he would expand. He would not commit so many units. He would play a little more pokey, probably less in your face, not trying to topple Hope, but trying to keep him on his toes, kind of like pokey poke, back up, pokey poke, and back up, and try to keep those jump jetting units from destroying his army. So if he was able to do that, sorry guys, again I'm tired from being sick. If he was able to do that, he would have been able to stop. He would have been able to definitely win that. So always expand. That I cannot stress that enough. And Alphex's video is pretty much about expansion. I think I didn't get to watch too much of it, but from the title, I must tell you, expand. So anyhow, guys, thank you for listening to me rant and rave and just go on and on about Alphex's video and how to play this game. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Polarbearz did everything right and Hope just got that rock, paper, scissors thing going on. That could be a possibility as well. But, you never know with this game. So anyhow, guys, like this video, subscribe to my channel, favorite it because that helps me out. And send your good replays to StealSpeaks@gmail.com. And be patient if you send them to me because I have a whole line of replays ahead of you. I have so many replays. The community has been so good to me, so thank you guys for that. And also I have a Forge Alliance Forever video coming out pretty soon. Don't think I forgot about it. The only reason why it's taken forever because it's an hour-long game. So give me some time. I'll get that out as well. And also, guys, I have another game that I'm working on putting out a video that was sent to me a long time ago, and I'm super sorry it's taken me a long time to get it out. But it's a new game I have to study and I have to work on it. I can't sound like a fool. You know what I mean? And other people are saying you should do different games, and I'm going to do more games. But Supreme Commander 2 is the main one right now, and it has to be because the community is working so hard. Because I threatened to leave the community and be like, I'm doing something different, guys. But the community responded and said, no. We want coverage. No. We love this game. We love this community. So you're sticking with it, StealSpeaks and Mr.StealUrGurl, and I guess I have to. So the community has spoken. But hey, guys, help me get over 1,000 subs because I really want to be the top competitive Supreme Commander 2 replay casting channel. Right now that is held by Slow Frog. He has over 1,000 subs, and I want to beat that. So come on, guys, help me out. Of course, it's not a competition. I'm playing around mostly, but I would like to be at least over 1,000 subs. I don't need to be more than Slow Frog's channel, but check him out. He's also in the description down below. He casts once in a while, and it's in French. So if you guys speak French, definitely check him out. But I'm not into competition, you know what I mean? But I'm into helping each other out. But I do want more than 1,000 subs. So hook me up, guys. Help me out. Share with your friends, family, and foes. I already said, I'm going to say that again later. But yeah. And also, check out my comment down below. Say something nice about Kale's DLC maps. Say something nice about Hope, and heck, even say something nice about Polarbearz or Alpha Hex's video, even on my video. I'm cool with it. Say something great about the community. We need that morale. We need that boost. We need that love. You know what I mean, guys? So also, I have a Patreon page if you want to pay me some cash and make it so that I am more willing to do these videos. Of course, I'm totally kidding, but who doesn't like being paid to do something they like doing? So, guys, give me some cash so I could do so I could get paid for doing what I like. It's not an obligation. I'm just messing around mostly, but I have money. I like money. I like being recognized for what I do. So, of course, I'm gonna put that in there. So anyhow, guys, I'm thinking I'm at that point. So share with your friends, family, and foes because they need something interesting as well. And as always, everyone, GG.